Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is gonna be an in-depth look on my manga collection. Now, right now I have about 199 volumes in my collection that I've read, and a total of 213, including the ones that I have on standby. I started collecting April of 2020, so last year, and I've been collecting for about a year now. So let's get started. The first series that I want to go over is Dorohedoro. This is pretty much my favorite series out of my entire collection. I really do enjoy the art style of Kyu Hayashida. That's why I have volume 19. It's my favorite cover just because it's orange. I like the contrast between the dark color in the character and the orange background. But yeah, I read through this pretty quickly. I think it's a good thing that more people are aware of this series right now. I'm glad that I got to it before everybody got to it, so I could have that last volume 23 and I get to finish the series, because supposedly everybody's having like a little bit of trouble finding that last volume and finishing up the series. So moving on from this series, of course, since I love Kyu Hayashida, I had to pick up her new series that just came out. Well, not just came out, but that started its serialization, I believe is what it's called. Die Dark. So far, I'm loving it. I have volume 2 as well. I just picked that one up, and that one will be in the haul in my upcoming video. But I'm loving it so far. A lot of the art style, of course, reminds me of Dorohedoro. But I think it's really funny. The plot itself is so far really interesting, and a lot of it can be compared to Dorohedoro. Like the main characters have like a similar mission, I guess you could call it. But so far I'm liking it. Then we have, of course, Hell's Paradise 1 through 8. This one's still ongoing. I forgot to say, sorry. This one is completed at 23 volumes. Die Dark, it only has 2 volumes out right now, and it's still ongoing. Okay, now we have Hell's Paradise 1 through 8. Volume 9 is coming out soon. I'm liking this so far. I know a lot of people hyped it up, and then it kind of died down, and not a lot of people talked about it. And I've seen a couple of manga tubers say that they don't like the art style, or they feel like the plot is very simple. So far I'm really enjoying it. I really do like the plot. I personally think it's complex. Like the power system that they have in this series is really complex to me. I really do like the colorful covers. I mean, without bending it, I like how each of the covers is a different cover. I think my favorite one has to be the volume 6, so I like the pink. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this series so far. So moving on from there, we have Dead Demons Destruction by Inyo Asano. I have volumes 1 through 9. I believe there's only one more volume that's coming out in the fall. I really do enjoy the series. It's probably like my second favorite series. I love the character dynamics. I love the art style. I love the plot. It's made me cry. This one is probably my favorite cover. Anything with them. I love them. I love their friendship. I think it's cute. So yeah. And then of course my Junji Ito collection. I think I have everything that's recently been released by Junji Ito. I know he's coming out with another book. Viz is releasing another one pretty soon. So I will be trying to pick up that one. But yeah, I enjoy Junji Ito. I love his artwork. I have lots of t-shirts with his artwork on it. There's not much else I can say. I've gone over like my favorite stories in each of those short story collections in another video, so I'll make sure I link it. Now, moving down to my second shelf, we have Neon Genesis Evangelion completed series. Yes, completed series. I got the omnibus versions because the getting the singles is like really expensive, especially because it was released a while ago. I really did like the series. I enjoyed it. I have not watched the anime. I was going to watch the anime before I grabbed the manga, but I heard a couple of people say that they dropped the anime because they didn't like how the main character was being treated, and I can kind of see it because I don't like how the main character is treated by his dad in this. I don't like how the main character is treated by his dad in that series, but I really liked it. I thought it was really good, so eventually I will end up watching the anime series because I believe this manga was drawn based off of the anime. I think the anime came first. But yeah, I did. It was a good read. Then I have 1 through 5 of Fire Force. Now, I watched the anime before I got the manga, and I loved the anime. I absolutely loved it. In the manga, I feel like maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like there's more fan service. I don't really mind fan service, but it's just a lot. So I've kind of like, I'm looking for more. Like, I still want to continue the series. I still want to collect the series, but it's just, there's a lot of fan service in this one. But other than that, I really did enjoy this series. Then we have our singular volume of Twin Star Exorcist. I enjoyed this one. I got this one as a gift. I did really like this one. It's just really difficult to find like lower number volumes in stores. All you can find are like 15, 16, 17. What I'm trying to say essentially is you can't really find the volumes for this right now, so I've kind of put this one on hold as well. Then we have 1 through 3 of Miyuroko-chan. I think I'm saying that right. I enjoy this series. You're gonna hear me say that a lot throughout this video because I very rarely will pick up stuff that I won't like. I try to stay within the genres that I like, or I'll read like synopsises, or I'll watch the anime before I get the manga to make sure that I like something because I don't like to waste my money. But I do like the art style in this one. My mom was the first one that looked at this and she thought it was so creepy, and I've just kept up with it. I think it's cute. It's still ongoing. Volume 3 just came out, and I'll give you a closer look in my manga haul video. Then we have Blood on the Tracks. This is my only Shuzo Oshimi work. I like the fact that with very little words, I finished this volume in like 30 minutes with just art. He was able to create such an unsettling atmosphere, and I really liked it. But right now it's really hard to get it because everybody loves it. So I'm pretty sure it's still ongoing. I don't think it's been completed yet, but I liked it. I'm just waiting to see like when I can get more. Then I have Love on the Other Side and The Wise Beasts of the Wizarding Wisdoms by Nagabe. I loved both of these short story collections. I think they're like short stories collection. Well, this one says it right there. I love his art style. I feel like it's very, very pretty, for lack of a better word. It's just very, very pretty. I like the stories. I like how he incorporated the characteristics of each animal and each beast that he uses in his story. So I don't know, I really like them. Then we have Sneeze by Naoki Urasawa. This is the only one I have by him as well, and it's also another story collection. It was not my favorite, but I did like his art style. I don't know, I don't really know why it wasn't my favorite. Maybe because it was like a short story collection. There wasn't very much plot behind each of them, so that's probably why I didn't like them. But I mean, I still enjoyed reading it. It was still really good. These are all kind of tight in here, sorry. Then we have Attack on Titan 1 through 12. I love Attack on Titan. I watched the anime first, and then I picked up the manga because I want to be able to finish the series in manga form before the next season, part 2, the final season comes out, I believe next year. I'm not sure I'll be able to grab everything before next year for this series, but I still really enjoyed. I was debating on whether I wanted to get colossal editions, but I really like the cover art on each of the singles, so I'm gonna keep picking it up in the singles. Then we have, ignore this one for right now, we have One Punch Man 1 through 3. I just got those. I love the anime. I'm loving the art inside of the manga so far. Yeah, I thought it was good. And these two, well, this one I think it's already been completed, and this one is still ongoing. I'm not sure about that one yet. I might be wrong. Then we have 1 through 9 of Happy Sugar Life. This one was like the second series that I started picking up after I started collecting manga. It's very different compared to the anime. I feel like the anime is not, it goes over dark themes, but the manga is way darker than the anime was. I feel like they took a lot of the stuff out from the manga, from the anime, but I really like it. I like getting the extra content from it. So I only have one more volume that's gonna come out, and then this will be completed, but I'm pretty sure it's already completed in Japan. And then we have volumes 1 through 9 of Toilet Bound Hanako-kun, and also After School Hanako-kun. The art style of this mangaka is absolutely phenomenal. It's gorgeous. It's incredibly detailed. The amount of work that they put into each of these volumes. This was my favorite one. I just picked this one up. You'll see it in my manga haul. I loved that volume. It was so cute and so sad at the same time. But I'm gonna keep picking up that series. I think it's still ongoing in the US, but I think it's completed in Japan already. And now moving down to my final shelf, we have, I guess I'll go this way, Mob Psycho 1 through 6 by One, the same author of One Punch Man. I love Mob Psycho 100. It's probably like one of my top animes. I know a lot of people weren't expecting that art style from One. It's not the best art style, but I think it definitely gives the story some character, and I still like it. I don't know. I still really enjoy it. I don't feel like it stops me from enjoying the series or their plot or anything like that, so I'm gonna still keep picking them up. I know they stopped for a while. I'm not really sure why. They only released 1 through 6 in the US, and then number 7 is not coming out until like December. I don't know why they stopped, but I'm gonna keep picking them up, and I hope I get to own the entire series. Then we have 1 through 5 of Hunter x Hunter, and then 33 through 36. 1 through 5, of course, is covered in the anime, other than like very little changes to the story happened. And then 34 to 36 are not covered in the anime. That's like extra material. Right now it is on hiatus. I feel like a lot of people say that it's completed because they believe Togashi's never gonna start again, and you know, maybe he won't, but right now we're gonna say that it's ongoing. Hunter x Hunter is my favorite series, my favorite anime series. I love the manga. I feel like I've talked about it before. Whenever I read Hunter x Hunter, I'm just happy. Yeah, but that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I think it's a wonderful series. I think it's a great series for people wanting to get into anime. It's like a great first one to watch. The manga, the art style isn't anything special. I feel like it's pretty standard shonen art, but I still like it. I still enjoy it. Then we have Jujutsu Kaisen, 0 through 10. The same thing happened with Dorohedoro with this one. I grabbed 1 through 6, I believe, before all the hype happened, and I'm very glad I did, because I've seen, like through Mercari or through eBay, I've seen astronomical prices for this series, and I'm just like, should I sell mine? No, I won't. But it's just ridiculous, like the prices that some of these volumes are going for. So I'm very glad that I managed to pick up a good chunk of what's out right now before everybody started grabbing it, so now that it can continue with the series. really like it. I really like the art style. I like the plot. I do. I really do enjoy the series, and I am scared of the Shibuya arc. I don't know. Everybody says that's when stuff really starts happening, so I'm scared, but I'm really excited as well. Then we have another series by Ennio Asano, Goodnight Punpun, 1 and 2. I did not notice that those are out of order right now. I'm gonna be completely honest, I did not really enjoy that series very much. I feel like I'm not giving it a fair chance just because I only have 1 and 2, and these of course are the omnibus versions. I don't know, maybe because I'm already sad most of the time, I really didn't need more sadness put on me. It's on hold right now. Eventually I probably want to get the rest of them, but it's just not a priority right now. So let me know down in the comments what you thought of that series, because I did not enjoy it very much. Then we have one more thing before I move on. I really like Dead Demons way more than Goodnight Punpun. That's just me. Okay, controversial take. Then we have 1 through 22 of Demon Slayer. I love Demon Slayer. Mulan Trade made me cry. I went with my sister, my mom, and my aunt to go watch the Mugen Train in theaters. I had already read what happens in Mugen Train, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I had already read what happens in Mugen Train, and I went into the theater knowing that, so I was already crying before the movie started. And my aunt told me, I asked her, I was like, who's your favorite character from Demon Slayer? And she's like, oh, this person. And I was just so sad. But I really do enjoy the series. I know a lot of people say it's mid. I mean, I guess if everybody has their own opinions, I think the series is great. I feel like it's also a great anime for first-time watchers to start off with. And I'm excited to see how it ends. We only have 1 more volume that comes out in August, and then it'll be a completed series. So it'll be another completed series in my collection. Then our last 2 series, we have Tokyo Ghoul 1 through 14, and then Tokyo Ghoul Re all the way 1 through 16 with that really thick volume right there. Tokyo Ghoul was the first manga series that I picked up in April. I did not know anything about box sets at the time, so I picked them up through Amazon and Barnes & Noble. I kind of wish I was able to get the box set, but I had no idea. I was still new to collecting manga, so I had no idea that box sets existed and how much cheaper they could be. And I think I had seen the box set after I picked up the majority of the volumes at Barnes & Noble, and now it's like super hard to find. So, but Tokyo Ghoul, the art, absolutely amazing. I enjoyed Tokyo Ghoul Re a little more than I did Tokyo Ghoul, but I think it's because it wrapped up a little bit more of what happened. It had more to do with like closure. It was my first series, so it's definitely has a special place in my heart. I wish I could display my covers a little more, but obviously with limited space you do what you do. In another video I'll show 6 through 18 of Hunter x Hunter, and then Silver Spoon, this little section right here is what I haven't read yet, but I don't want to go into those because I haven't read them. Finally, we have The Girl from the Other Side by Nagabe, the same mangaka that did the short story collections. I love The Girl on the Other Side. It's definitely a little more lighthearted compared to some of the other series that I read, but it still goes over major themes in it, you would say. They don't necessarily show it, so there's not as much action in it either, but it's still, I think, a very good series. It's still ongoing, I believe. I know there's another volume 11 is coming out. I'm not sure how many volumes are going to be in this series, but I really do enjoy it. And then recently I started reading Silver Spoon. I have volumes 1 through 3, but I've only read 1 and 2. This one for sure, of course that falls. Let me just, for sure, is way more lighthearted and funny. That's gonna fall too. Cool. This one is more lighthearted and funny compared to the other series that I read, and I'm loving it so far. I really do like the plot. I feel like I relate to the main character, or like to each of the characters. I can find myself relating to each of their circumstances. But now, for sure, this is my entire manga collection. Okay everyone, so thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed and liked my videos. Comment down below what series in my collection that you also have and what your thoughts on them are, or any series that you think I should pick up in the future. I'm always looking for new recommendations. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.